Welcome to the last lecture of this section. Now you have a powerful LinkedIn profile. It is important to make sure it stands out. In this lecture, you will learn 5 ways to make sure your profile will stand out from the crowd. The first thing you have to do is edit your profile link or URL. This will make it easier to share your profile with others and, for example, to put it on your business card or include it in an email. To edit your LinkedIn URL, click Edit Profile and click Edit right next to the link. Now you can create a simple URL. Paul, for example, included his initials and last name. The second powerful thing you should do to make sure your profile stands out is getting endorsements for your skill and expertise. An endorsement means one of your LinkedIn connections confirms you are actually good at the skill you added to your profile. Skill endorsements are a simple and effective way of building your professional brand. Accumulating a higher number of endorsements for a skill adds credibility to your profile by showing. When other people say you are good at something, it's a lot more powerful than you say it yourself. So how do you get endorsements for your skills? There are 2 things you can do. First, you can send messages to friends asking to endorse the skills you find important. A second strategy is simply endorsing skills of your connections on LinkedIn. They will often do the same thing in exchange. An even more powerful way to acquire social proof is getting a recommendation. Recommendations will show at the bottom of your profile and are far more easy to believe for people than the things you put on your profile yourself. These recommendations make your profile stand out. To get them, you can ask people you know and who worked or studied with you whether they want to recommend you. When you do that, it is very important that you can make it very clear to them what they could write in the recommendation. The things they recommend you for should be focused on your target job. Before you ask for a recommendation, you should send your contact a personal message to announce the request, or, as we said, ask him or her in person. When he or she agrees, go to your profile and click on the Ask to be Recommended button. In the next screen, you can select what you want to be recommended for and you can write a personal message. It is as easy as that. Another thing you can do to make your profile stand out is controlling how you appear in search results. To change this, just click on the Manage Public Profile Settings button. Here, you adjust what will be shown to people that search on LinkedIn. Depending on the content of your LinkedIn profile, you can hide or show your weak and strong points. For example, you can hide your current position if you have none, and make your education more visible. At least make sure your profile is visible to everyone to be found through the search engine. The last, most important step you should do to stand out on LinkedIn is staying active. A lot of people just create a profile and stop there. If you want to stand out, you have to show yourself. What can you do to stay active on LinkedIn? First, update your status regularly by posting relevant things about your industry, major, or field. All your contacts can see your updates and will possibly react to them. Second, join and contribute to relevant groups for your field, industry, or major to grow your network. Paul, for example, searches on LinkedIn for marketing groups and finds dozens of them. When he finds one that he finds interesting, he can join and starts to contribute. You can also follow companies you like. This will make it easier for them to find you. When you're active on LinkedIn, you are most of the time expanding your network. On LinkedIn, a networking site, it's of vital importance to have a big network. Who pops up in the search results on LinkedIn depends on whether they are first, second, or third degree connections and so on. This means that the more connections you have, the more likely it is that recruiters will find you. To expand your network, you can also look for old friends, fellow students, former colleagues, etc., etc. So let's get started and implement all the tips. Make sure you get endorsed for the skills you have, ask for recommendations, share your profile, optimize your settings to control how you appear in the search results. To close off the topic of personal branding, there are 2 short things to say. First, Google yourself and delete everything you do not want recruiters to see when possible. A lot of recruiters will use Google to research you. Second, close off your Facebook account if you're not using your account for your job search so that recruiters can't access any of your personal information. This is already the end of the second section, creating a unique personal brand. After you've created a really powerful LinkedIn profile, you're ready to start searching for jobs during the next section.